feels so good to be up with you guys and to be able to offer this. I really love doing yoga in the morning and starting my day just with a nice calm space, warm coffee or water, and just really getting into my body. It really feels great. So I hope it feels the same for you. And I hope you enjoy this space. And I hope that we gain, a new habit during these times together to start to put ourselves first before we hop into the day or we hop into the world. Maybe we can learn to just give ourselves a little bit of space in our bodies, in our mind, in our spirit to be able to take on a day. When I think about space, I think about yoga as a tool to expand, right? When we expand ourselves, whether that be physically, I think it naturally responds mentally. So in that sense, if we're able to expand and open ourselves up for the day, whatever comes our way, whatever changes comes our way, we're able to somewhat absorb it, right? Without feeling a lot of tension and strain because a lot has came into us and we wasn't open enough to receive it. But with yoga, I look at it as a tool to open ourselves up to receive whatever comes our way. And sometimes, things are outside of our control, somewhat like this pandemic and having to live life virtually, and having to socialize and be with your peers virtually is something that's out of our control. And some of us don't know how to adjust to that or how to adjust to this new life. But like I said, if we learn how to expand in our bodies and allow that to come into our minds, I believe we can adjust a bit quicker and we can allow space for change to happen without feeling like our life is falling apart. Right? So let's get started here. Let's take a seat on our mat and find a nice, comfortable seat so we can get started in this stretch. Now, this stretch is geared towards beginners and, all levels. But if there's anything that you are not comfortable with in any movements, please don't force your body. We're learning how to expand, but we're also learning we're learning to have integrity for ourselves so that we don't do too much, So let's get started here and come and join me on your mat. And you may sit on a pillow or a towel. And can you guys just give me a quick thumbs up if you can hear me from this distance, like if I sound clear, if I sound okay? I didn't check audio and everything. So somebody give me a thumbs up. I'm looking. Thumbs up, anyone? Can you hear me from this space? Good. Okay. Thank you. All right, so let's come here for a moment and just breathe together. So get into a comfortable seat again. You can sit on a blanket or a pillow and just tune in a bit here and see if you can sit up straight. Maybe your sitting bones are aiming towards the ground, and then we pull up in our back, lift our spine, and maybe give ourselves a big inhale in as we lift the chest, shoulders, and then exhale, bring the shoulders down. Let's do 2 more of that. Okay. 2 more of that. Inhale in. Exhale out. And again, one more inhale in. Just lengthening up the spine. And exhale, relax the shoulders. So again, sit up nice and tall. Maybe you bring your hands to your knees or palms facing up, however you like it and whatever feels good for you. And just again, tune into your body. Let's find a good space to sit up straight. And then give ourselves maybe a few more breaths here, just a few moments of silence to set this space, set the tone to receive, and to set our intentions for today. Continue with your big, deep breaths and exhaling out the mouth. Just take this moment to listen to your breath and just observe my voice when we're cue to move again, but in this moment, just find this silence, this still space, tuning in and following your breath. Keeping your eyes closed, trusting yourself, this space, and trusting this silence. And while you're here, just try to notice your voice your breath without much judgment. You know, sometimes we're tuning into the breath and we're like, oh my goodness, it's shallow. Let me try to breathe deeper, and let me try to control this, the way it's flowing. But in these moments, just see if you can just recognize it, allow it to be, and surrender to whatever space it's in right now. Two more deep breaths. So deep breath in and exhale it out. And one more deep breath in and exhale it out. On your next inhale, I want you to lift your arms up and over your head. So big inhale in, reach it up. Nice big inhale, your first stretch of the day. Maybe you lift the head up, look back here, look up towards the ceiling, reaching the arms up. And then as you exhale here, just slowly bring it down and notice how that feels. All right, from here, I want you to lean your right ear towards your right shoulders. We're going to give ourselves a little neck stretch. So right ear hangs over the right shoulder. Just feel the heaviness of the head. And bear with me, guys. I've taught yoga for some time, but not this early. So my words may be a little blah, 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 blah. All right, so take your right hand, reach it towards your head, and rest it on top of your head here. And just allow that weight, the natural weight of your right hand, to kind of just Bring your head down a little bit more. Just feel that nice stretch on the left side. So you feel that skin, those muscles, all of that stretching on that left side, just opening up here. And then if you want to take a little bit deeper, just reach the left hand out. Reach it out to the side. And then just give yourself 2 breaths here, just opening up that space on the left side of the neck. You don't have to push down too hard with your hand, just allow that natural weight to hold the head to the right. One more big breath in. Good. Exhale, gently release. We're going to take it to the other side here. So go ahead and just draw that left ear to the left shoulder. And then you should feel similar sensations on the right side that you felt on the left. Or maybe it's more intense or maybe not. You know, sometimes we hold more energy on one side than the other, and the stretch is a little different. Just feels a little bit different. So here, letting the head hang to the left. Gently bringing the left hand up and resting it on the head. Allowing that natural weight to stretch the right side open just a bit here. Taking it nice and easy with ourselves. Good. If you want to take it a little bit deeper again, you can take this right hand, reach it out. Maybe it hovers, or maybe it comes all the way down to the mat. And you just feel that nice stretch on the right side here. So you feel that skin, those muscles, and all of that on the left or the right side of our neck. All right, big inhale in. And then exhale, gently release, bringing the hands out to the side. Big inhale up, reaching up towards the ceiling. And big exhale down. And then here, just take a nice little circle movement in the neck and spine, ensuring that you're sitting up nice and tall. Just some nice little rolls in the neck. You know, in yoga, if this is your first time, you're going to explore areas of your body that we often don't pay a lot of attention to. And some things are probably going to come up, you know, some sensations. And at the end of the period together, it's definitely going to be a positive experience. Go ahead and take your head to the other side of your twist or roll if you're rolling your neck here. So rotate it the opposite way. Just nice, yummy rolls in the neck. Really waking up the back of the neck, the sides, the spine. You know, your next roll, just reach it back up. Nice and tall, head nice and straight. Give yourself a big inhale in. And exhale it out. All right, come into your hands and knees. So just crawl yourself up. We're going to come to a tabletop. And that is on hands and knees here. So you can also use your blanket if, you know, it's not good padding underneath your knees. You need a little bit of support. We're going to come on hands and knees here. Spread the knees nice and hip-width distance apart. The hands the same, and try to be sure that your hands are right under your shoulders, right? So we're going to stack these bones to support us. And drop the belly. Inhale, drop the belly. Lift the chest up. And then exhale, round the spine. Pull in your pelvis. Drop your head between your arms into your nice cat pose. So really engage that space. And then as you inhale, reach it back up. And exhale, round the back. Nice, keep that going for about 4 more rounds here, just at your own pace. Just really moving the spine. getting into your own movement. I like to add a little music as we flow. I believe yoga in combination with music is a very healing modality. There's a lot of studies about healing music or sound healing, sound therapy. I definitely, from my very own experience, can say I think that's a thing. So maybe a couple more cat-cows here, just dropping the belly and rolling the spine. Nice, nice, get in there. And then when you're done, bring it back to the center, hands and knees. I want you to take your left hand, press it down to the center, nice and firm. And then take the right hand and turn your fingertips toward your knees. All right, our hand is inside out. You might find a little pop there. My wrist just popped and it felt amazing. So we're turning the hand inside out, fingertips towards your knees. And then we're gonna find just a gentle, very gentle, circular motion. So these hands, this arm, this wrist is extremely important to take care of, especially during these virtual days, being on the computer, typing more than usual, or being on our cell phones more than usual. We really have to take care of these wrists and these hands and avoid any inflammation or any stiffness that could come up. So take it to the other side. So switch your rotation here on your wrist. This may feel good to some, and this may be just a little bit intense. You may be getting up and shaking your hand out, and that's okay. Take care of yourself. But if you can, stick with it and just listen. Right? Listen to what that wrist is telling you. All right, slowly release it back. So bring the hand back around. Rest that on the mat. Or maybe you give it a little shake, if that was very intense for you, before we move to the other side. So shake, shake, shake. When you're ready, press that hand down into the mat. Left hand, we're gonna do the same. So turn those left fingers towards your left knee. Good, just feel that openness here, just pressing into both hands as evenly as possible. Just feel that sensation, whatever you're feeling on that left side. And then begin that slow rotation on that left wrist. Good, and switch sides, go the opposite way. Slowly begin to bring it back to the center. Bring the hand back to the front, and again, you can shake that out if that was a bit much for you, or maybe you can curl your toes, come up, and just give your hand a bit of a break here, because we're going to go back on the hands and knees in a bit. So if you want to just come here, give your hands a bit of a break, shake it out. Stretch the arms up, just kind of flow freely here. This is not really me cueing you and telling you what to do or how to be or what to look like. Just kind of give yourself whatever you need. And then once you're there and you feel okay, bring it back to tabletop. And we're gonna take the tops of our feet are gonna be flat on the mat. We're gonna take our right foot and just reach it back. So the tops of the foot is just down on the mat, and we're reaching the heel back towards the wall or window, wherever you're facing. And just kind of reach that leg back with the heel and forward, just really waking up that right leg, the back of that right leg, the hamstrings. and all that goodness, right? Right, couple more here. Reach back with the heel forward and back. And I want you to lift this right leg off the ground. So really press into your hands and your left knee. Just lift that right leg off the ground. You're gonna find that beautiful strength that you have early this morning. And I want you to point the right toes out. So the leg kind of rotates as the right foot points out. And then reach that right leg all the way out. Bring your feet to the ground. All right, so we're gonna look like this. Left knee on the ground, right foot flat on the ground, pointing forward. So maybe you're here and this feels just good to you and you just kind of rock back and forth, opening up the hips, noticing what that feels like. And then we're going to bring it back to the center. I want you to place your right hand down on the mat. Now be very gentle with yourself. If this is not in your practice and having the foot out is a bit too much, just go ahead and bring that leg back, right? You can still get the same effect that we're going to go into. So if that's too much, just bring that leg back. If you want to continue to explore that depth, keep that right leg out. Press the right hand down into the mat, lifting the left arm up, reaching up nice and tall. You're going to feel that stretch in those hips. It's going to feel amazing and yummy. You lift the left arm up, slowly and gently, thread it through the right, bring it all the way down so left ear comes down to the ground. And you just breathe here. Give yourself a few more breaths. And breathe nice and deep. Big inhale in. Large exhale out. Good, 2 more of those. Big inhale in. And exhale out. One more big inhale in. And gently roll up on the exhale. Pressing your right hand into the mat. Bringing that left arm back to a standing position with your right hand. All right, and then you're gonna take your gaze at that right foot here. You're gonna tune into all those muscles in that right leg. You're gonna lift that right leg back up towards the sky, I guess, or to the right, and then bring it back out. Bend the knee, rest it down. Good. Good, good, good. How do you feel? Just checking in. So I'm turning around so we can go and do the same thing on the left side. So as we're down in our tabletop, again, we start out by kicking the left foot back. So left foot just kicks straight back, heel pushes back towards the wall. Give yourself a few deep breaths as you rock forward and backwards. So as you prepare to lift this leg, you prepare to tap into the strength of the left side of the body and the strength of your legs. We're going to press the hands down into the mat. We're going to lean forward or rock ourselves forward. Then gently lift that left foot up, that left leg up into the sky. Press into your hands, lift your chest and your chin, look forward. Give yourself a deep breath in and be sure you're engaging that core, so give all your strength into your body. Just a shooting star right here. Right, big inhale in. Then exhale, turn that left foot out. So toes are facing outwards or facing the left side. And then from here, use that strength and that weight to bring that left leg all the way out and foot flat on the ground. Right, so we're here, nice and stacked. And again, you have an option if this is too much for you. Keep the knee in. And we'll do the twist from here with our knee on the ground as such. Or if you want to continue that depth, you bring that left leg out. Press into the left hand, reaching the right arm up towards the ceiling. Really open up here, so really just pull yourself up, stretching the upper body. Big inhale in, and then as you exhale, thread the right hand through the left, bringing the head down on the ground, feeling that hip open, feeling all of this space just kind of open and release and melt. Resting your head down and giving yourself 3 big breaths. Good. Next breath in. As you exhale, press into your left hand, push yourself up, bring your right hand back to the center. Finding your stability and your foundation here. I want you to look at that left foot, gaze at that left foot, and then just think about that strength. That strength is in that left leg, and maybe you look at it with such admiration that that left leg has so much strength to lift up by itself like that. Ooh, and then bring it back. And plant the knee on the mat. Good, go ahead and spread your knees wide as the mat. Bring your toes together, and then drop your hips down towards your heels. Reaching the arms out to your child pose as you rest here for 3 long, slow, mindful breaths. On your next breath in, slowly roll yourself up. We're going to come back to our tabletop, move into the body a little bit deeper. So go ahead and bend your toes, like fold your toes on the mat. Maybe reach your hand out just a little bit. And then from here, I want you to engage your core, so really pull in your core muscles. Pull them in nice and tight and strong. Lift the knees up, gazing forward. Lifting the knees up just about as if you're about to just hop off and jump into, I don't know, just sprint off or something. Lift the knees up, hover. You feel that little shake. Just say hello, good morning to it. And then lift the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. And then as your first downward facing dog in the morning, just pedal your legs out here. And really just dig in, get into that space. Just really feel into this space, really feel into your legs. Your arms. Feel that fire, that heat, that energy moving through your body. Good. Bring it to stillness. Big inhale in. Then as you exhale, slowly walk the feet to the hands. Feet are hip width distance apart, so make some room in your feet, space. And then just drop your head down here. Just allow the head to hang freely and just sway side to side. Just a real carefree fold and sway side to side just to kind of loosen things up. And we may do 1 or 2 standing poses, or actually maybe just one, because I don't want to do too much standing with the limitations of my camera. You can't really see me well. All right, inhale, bring it to stillness. Exhale it out. Next, inhale, bring your upper body to a flat back. So maybe bring your hands to your shins, or you bring your hands to your upper thighs. You lengthen that spine, gazing down. Nice long neck. Big inhale. Exhale it back down. Press into your feet. Bend your knees. Reach forward. Bring yourself all the way up to a standing pose. And maybe give yourself just a nice little small back bend to start your day. Yummy. And then exhale. Bring your hands down to heart center. Or you can bring your hands down to the side here of your body. So in the standing pose, just close your eyes for a moment and just feel your feet on the ground. So we're going to give ourselves just a few moments here. Just notice how your body's feeling from when you started to where you are now. Notice what it feels like to be standing in this moment. All right, big inhale up, hands reach up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, bring it all the way back down. So forward fold, hang it loose. Inhale, bring your hands to your mat. Step both feet back. So maybe left foot first, right foot back. You're in a nice plank here. Hands are nice and firm on the ground. Feet are providing stability as well. And then you're going to lower all the way down with ease and grace. Untucking the toes here. We're going to give ourselves a nice little back stretch. So as you bring your elbows in, you have your hands flat on the mat, squeeze the elbows in, lift the chest, inhale it up, keep the feet down. Nice, juicy, loving back bend. Just wake up that lower back, mid-back area this morning. Feels so good. Continue to press into the hands. Maybe just push up just a little bit more. Big inhale. As you exhale it down, release your face on the mat. So whatever cheek you decide, just release it down. Release the hands out. And just rest here, just for a couple of seconds. Just see if you can tune into the ground, right? The foundation in which you stand on. So just be here for a second. And when I'm here in my personal practice, I just like to come here a few times in my practice and just listen to my heartbeat. And just send out some gratitude for that. How lucky we are to be alive. Big inhale in, bring your hands down to the mat again. Go ahead and tuck your toes. Lift yourself back up to your tabletop. And then swing your legs around to where you're sitting on your butt here. And then go ahead and lower down to your back. Lower it all the way down. Back to the mat. And then we're going to take our knees and hug it into our chest. And then just feel our back on the ground here. So we had our chest on the ground. Now we're on the opposite side of our body. You can just rock it side to side here. Just feel those muscles in that space. Flesh to the mat. Maybe wiggle your feet. Twirl your ankles just a bit. Squeezing the toes, spreading the toes. Just really tuning into every part of the body without really having to do a lot, you know. All right, continue to squeeze the knees into the chest. Take your right knee, pull it into your chest. Let your left knee go, right? So we're going to allow the left foot to reach up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to allow it to float down. Just be nice and gentle and steady with it. Continue to pull your right knee into your chest. Allow that left leg to go down. So the left leg may hover, or you can bring it all the way down, whatever feels good to you, or right to you in this morning. You know, don't try to force your body to be in a certain space or to look a certain kind of way. Just really feel into this space. So continue to pull that right into your chest, reaching that left leg forward. And notice if you can relax the shoulders a bit here and just allow the upper body to kind of sink down. As you breathe 2 to 3 deep, long, intentional breaths. Nice. Go ahead and lift that left leg back up towards the ceiling. Bend that left knee in, hug it in, rock it side to side. Good, we're going to switch sides here. So left knee into your chest, right leg up. Same thing on the opposite side. Go ahead and lower that right right leg all the way down. Again, it can hover or it can come all the way down to the ground. But just see where your body says it's okay. You know, we're not trying to look like anything. And we're just pulling that left knee into the chest as well. Continue to pull in and allow the weight of the gravity of the ground to just pull. Or, I don't like to say pull, but yeah, just weight, the weight of gravity. You know, gravity is unseen, but it's such a weight that feels as if it's pulling us down. So I think that's so interesting, you know, of a perspective. It's like this invisible thing feels like weight. Slowly pull that right leg up and into the chest. Then rock it side to side. Good. Then from here, I want you to point your feet up. So the toes are going to point up. The soles of the feet are going to be up towards the ceiling like such. Your knees are going to be bent towards your chest. And then you're going to take your hands and bring it to the outside of your feet. So pull those knees in if you need to really reach the outside of your feet. And then spread the knees a bit wide here. We're going into Happy Baby. And I just want you to rock side to side. And have a little fun here. I know it feels weird maybe to some if you're new to this. Or just a feeling that you haven't felt in a while. It's like, wow, this feels amazing. And just be here and rock it side to side. freedom of a child. All right. Bring the soles of your feet together if this is in your practice. If not, you can continue to be in your happy baby pose. If it's in your practice, bring the soles of your feet together here. Let your feet kiss. You're still holding the outside edges of your foot or around your toes. And from here, I just want you to give yourself a nice little scrunch, a nice little bend. So we're going to take the forehead towards the toes. Yummy, yummy. Maybe you breathe a couple breaths here. And then you gently release, bringing the head down, extending the legs out. And then bringing the hands out to the side. As you melt and you rest in your Shavasana, your final pose here. So as you bring it into this space of releasing, notice your body here. So scan your body for just a moment. Maybe you start with the head area. And you just notice if you're scrunching your eyes, if you're frowning, or if there's any tension in your face. If you can just relax your face here. Just really relax it. Allow the eyebrows and the skin around the eyes to relax. And then notice how you're holding your teeth, your jaw. And see if you can find space to relax that area as well. And then take your awareness down the entire body by maybe relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the hands, the glutes, the legs, the ankles, the heels, and the toes. So everything here has a space to just melt into the ground, into that which holds us. I always see the corpse pose as a surrendering pose. Something like an offering of yourself back to the foundation in which carries you throughout the day. So give yourself a few deep breaths here, just tuning into the breath. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and begin to wiggle your toes and fingers, bringing sensation back into the body. And then I want you to give yourself a long body stretch. So reach the arms up and then over. Maybe your toes point down. Big, long body stretch. And then as you release, go ahead and bend the knees. Bring yourself over to a fetal position. So rolling over to one side, resting your head on your hands. Nice, comfortable pose. Good. When you're ready, take your upper hand. The hand is on top. Press into the ground. Lift yourself up. Come to a nice, comfortable seat again. Maybe you bring your blanket under you to find a little lift. And from here, we bring our hands to heart center. Big inhale in. Bow the head to the heart. If you haven't at the beginning, take this time to set your intentions for the day, the week, maybe the rest of the week, or maybe the rest of this year. What do you intend for your future? Big breath in as you seal that intention in. And we exhale and say, Namaste. Thank you all for joining me. I'm so grateful that you would show up this early and share this space and this time with me. I mean, I couldn't be anything but grateful for that. I truly hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, a beautiful rest of your week, and most importantly, just a beautiful, restful, and easy year. Or if not easy, just a very flexible year for you. May your days and your nights and your weeks and months just be filled with joy, love, and light. Thank you all for joining me.